Now, speaking of hip hop, you did know DMX, correct?
Facts.
And you were once supposed to sign with his Bloodline imprint.
Yeah, we was in negotiations, but
Tell me about that.
Black Key, you know what I mean. Did a year in jail on a drug charge back in '99. Came out May 17th of 2000. Black Key had, built a relationship. That was the producer for my neighborhood, my projects. He had to build a relationship with DMX during that time. And he scored 2 big records on his Depression album, Who We Be, and the songs We Right Here.
I remember.
So, being that alliance was made when I was fresh home from jail, I kind of was grandfathered into that situation. So, me and DMX was just, vibing. I was go up New York when he was working on his album and, just freestyling, ciphering with him, getting our mind right, he's just vibing with the dog, really, vibing with the dog, because at that time he was like the biggest artist.
Facts.
That was like he was on his second album when he was #1 consecutively in the same year. So like the energy around him was crazy. So it was like kind of like surreal being around him, I was just coming into terms with these is really like me, have not from the projects that got their turn. And I just was like really kind of like contemplating whether like was it really for me at that time. And then when I seen him and how he carried it, like, you can still be yourself. You don't gotta let him transform you. And then that gave me an encouragement to keep going.
What is a freestyle session with DMX like? That's a light flex. You just kind of slipped it in there.
It's just I can't explain it because it's just like he's just so full of life and it's just so vocal and just express himself, body language. Like a lot of times where people be like, Ness, you be moving your body. Like I get that from people that came before me, like Big Daddy Kane. Like Rakim, the vocal tone, the vocal projection. Like I learned from the people that came before me, as well as the guys that's in front of me, the Lil Durks, the way they can hold the melodies, the way they place the melodies, where they place the melodies, where they choose to do their ad libs, how they break down the beats, or how they do their riffs. Like I learned from everybody, and I use that with the that I knew and I grew up to, and it is making a good combination, and it gives me 2 core audience. It gives me the young. And it gives me my core audience that came in the game with, that been following me.
That's hard. Like there's always been so many stories that have came up about X. Like like you don't wake the dog when he's sleeping.
No, the dog for real.
Like
dog faced a lot of demons. You got to say he grew up in like like a broken home. Folks kind of abandoned him and left him in a group home. All that, so he was dealing that. Then it was a whole life that don't know about when he was on his robbery and all that, and like don't actually know that I signed. His jaw was wired. He had robbed somebody, ran down on him, and fucked him up, wired his jaw. Then the next couple of days he had to meet with Leo Cohen and them, and rapping through the mother wire, the jaw wire breaking. The was breaking while he was rapping, and that's how he got signed. And Leo said, any person that's willing to break the jaw wire in his teeth rapping for me is undeniable. His passion is undeniable. He's willing to hurt himself for this moment.
That's crazy.
So yeah, when I heard stories like that, I'm like, yeah, he the real thing.
Long live DMX, man.
He the real thing. He the real thing.
Yeah, you've been around a lot of greatness, man, a lot of legendary things.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for the average person, we just look from the outside in.